you like to intro this, Pete?
No.
Okay, here we go. Sam gets the call up again.
I just feel like it's your...
Mate, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast with Sam Thompson and Peter James Jonathan Joseph Wicks. Now, this episode will contain swearing, adult themes, and the occasional consumption of alcohol. Now, remember, as well as listening, you can watch us. The full videos are released on YouTube every Friday and Sunday, which means that we're out every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Now, also, remember to hit follow wherever you're listening or watching. That will mean you'll be the first to know each new episode. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat at Staying Relevant, and to have your listener letter on this podcast, email at staying relevant at insanityhq.com and ask questions as well.
So this is the bonus episode, which means it's all about you.
Did I do that wrong?
Sorry?
Did I get that bit wrong?
No, it's just dull.
It needed to be saved.
It just dull. So this means it's all
You're
about
not looking
you.
at me anymore.
Well, no, because this one isn't about us, it's about them. So we should look at them.
Oh, right.
first.
I've got this new thing where I say when we do the podcast, me and Pete need to lock eyes a little bit more.
Yeah, and we did it, and then it got weird.
It got emotional in a good way.
No, it got weird. So I'm going to go back to just looking at you. Anyway, so we're going to go straight in. Sam and I haven't seen these yet.
Which is terrifying for everyone involved.
I am hoping to God that they are better than usual. However, I hold no hope. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm hoping to God, but I hold no hope. No faith. No faith that they are going to be. Anyway, so the first one is from Sophie, and the subject is Sam is a wanted man. Hi, Sam and Pete. Love the pod, and I hope this isn't too boring for you, Pete, but it's a small shout out for Sam. Well, you've already lost me.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Sophie, I love you.
I was at Newmarket Races where JLS were performing in the evening. It was a great show with lots of impressive dancing, including a lot of hip thrusting. Halfway through the show, just before they sang She Makes Me Wanna, Sam's good friend Marvin started talking about Sam in the jungle trying to learn the left, right, up, down that we all know and love. As this was happening out of nowhere, Aston suddenly went, "Please welcome Sam Thompson to the stage." To which there were some very loud screams, mine included. After a few seconds of waiting in anticipation, unfortunately, Marvin broke the news to us that Aston was winding us up, which was consequently followed with a series of booing. So just wanted to write and say that Sam is a wanted man, and that I think that he should make another crowd happy later on the JLS tour by making a surprise appearance, as that would have made my week, especially now that he's an established star guest for them. Thanks, Sophie.
Oh, that was a really nice message. Thank you very much, Sophie. I really like that.
But boring.
No, I think it was really nice. It was good information. Sometimes good information's great.
Will you be appearing with JLS soon? Sam's actually just told me that he's going to the JLS concert at Kew Gardens tomorrow.
So by the time this comes out, I will have been... Do you know what? I'm going to give you the rundown here. So Marvin works in my building. He's on the same... he's on Kiss Radio and I'm on Hits Radio.
Right, friends.
But we are in the same building. And so we literally have studios next to each other. And... I came in and he actually told me that story. He went, "We got booed." And he was like, "Because Aston keeps playing this fucking joke." And I said, "Mate, do you mind if I just want to keep myself busy at the moment? Like, do you mind if I come down and annoy you at your JLS concert?" And he was like, "Mate, absolutely." So that is tomorrow at Kew Gardens. Obviously, when this comes out, I would have already been there. I did say to Marv, I went, "Mate, is there any chance I can come on stage?" And he said, "I'll ask the boys." So I want to let that be known, so you will know by now when this comes out whether I've actually done it and been on stage or not.
I just don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're invited, by the way.
Just I'm busy.
Rochelle's going to be there. You love Rochelle.
Love Rochelle. Love Marv. But I am busy.
You are. You're in Ireland, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to Ireland until Monday. I am in Nottingham riding motorbikes.
But he would be there if not. But you may see me. She makes you wanna She makes you wanna hip thrust, hip thrust, hip thrust. They don't say hip thrust, but that's like what you do.
Moving on.
I'll be there.
So this is from Matt, and the subject is Sam and Pete Get my girl back.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to do this one,
I
Sam?
would love to. Sounds like a dilemma. Dear Sam and Pete, firstly, I love you guys and the pod. Thank you very much, Matt. Staying Relevant was the first podcast I ever got hooked on. I'm seeking your help with me in winning back who I can honestly say is the love of my life. Matt, let me just quickly say, brother, we're your men. We are the team.
Well.
Here we go. You couldn't have come to a better place. I won't embarrass her by giving her her actual name, but let's equally embarrass her by saying her pet name, Squirtle.
We all know why she's called Squirtle, don't we?
No, because she likes Pokemon, Pete. Squirtle is a huge fan. Now I can't stop fucking thinking about her.
Come on, I bet she'll love reading.
No,
She'll
you
be
ruined
gutted.
this entire letter, Pete.
Absolutely
Squirtle is a... The Pokemon is a huge fan of yours and attended your live show. She got me into your pod by stating that I'm very much like Sam personality-wise. That's why you got binned off, mate. But then admitted she fancied Pete more. That's why you got binned off, mate. I was like, cheers, babe, but I get it. Let's just say I've royally fucked... Oh, my fucking God.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
I've just read ahead. Fucking Matt, this is the story we want.
All right, let's just keep a level head here. Let's just say I royally fucked up. I slept with her mum. You can't clap that. You can't clap that. Oh, no. Then he goes...
I'm not clapping it, I'm just saying Squirtle Senior.
He goes, only joking.
Oh.
But I thought we were on for a big hitter there.
Oh, fuck's
only joking.
sake.
But in all seriousness, I have been a royal knobhead, and with my insecurities, I've accused her, oh God, of being unfaithful multiple times now, as well as being a right mopey prick of late. It's safe to say I've become my very own nemesis. Oh, he watched the pod. I'm losing her, and I have truly seen the error of my ways and realised that words hurt too. I'm so desperate to get her back, so much so I'm reaching out to you guys to work your magic via the pod. My man, I think you're chasing away every sentence that we're reading out. I have every faith in you. Sam, you're the king of the jungle, and Pete, you made Josh win.
Oh God,
love that show in brackets. Please get my girl back. I know she will be listening and no doubt cringing. In turn, I promise I will never disrespect her like this ever again. If you manage to pull off the miracle of the century, you shall receive an invite to the wedding. Yes, I'm reaching here. Much love, Matt. Matt, you fucking legend. Couple things here before Pete gets his fucking claws into it. Firstly, massive kudos for reaching out and putting yourself out there, because I think you've embarrassed yourself more than you've embarrassed anyone else here, and I rate that. Secondly, by doing that, she has now got the ick. I'm convinced of that. You've obviously tried everything. You've probably turned up at her home, knocked on her door with flowers. She's like, just leave me alone now. I'm going to have to get a restraining order. So we are your last chance saloon. And I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I just think, because I've done this in previous relationships, you may have gone too hard. Over to you, Pete.
Well, Sam is 100% right there. I think you may have fucked it completely now. However, and I think this calls for a big however, one thing that I know about people that have fucked up who... Listen.
He's doing a cough now.
If I don't know how you fucked up, and I don't know what
Well, he
you've
said
done.
insecurities. He's accused her of cheating when she hasn't.
Yeah, but also I'm reading between the lines, which I feel like there might be more to it.
Oh, he thinks she has cheated. Says Squirtle.
No. I don't. No. I don't think that she's cheated. But there's probably a build up of things. It's not. You don't just randomly, just suddenly start thinking your bird's cheating on you. So there's obviously been a build up of fucking things. And by the sounds of it, when you said that words can hurt too, you've said some things that you fucking shouldn't have done. No one wants to be with someone that doesn't trust them, which I think is fair. And actually, I don't think you should be with her. Based on the fact that this isn't just about getting someone back. If you don't work on yourself, then there's no point getting her back, because you're going to do the same thing. You can't stop yourself feeling a certain way. And if you're feeling insecure about certain things and you're feeling like she's potentially cheating on you or doing whatever else, that's not going to stop once you get back with her. You can't stop thinking that. That's down to you to stop thinking that. There's no point getting back with someone if you are just going to be back in the same position, because it's all be honeymoon for a little while and you'll be good as gold, but those thoughts are still going to be in your head. And actually, it's about exercising those thoughts out of your head to learn to trust someone again if you do think she's the one for you. So actually, really, you should be working on yourself before you work on getting back with her.
Do you know what Pete said
Personally.
to me? Pete, but do you know what Pete taught me? And this is legit, actually. Pete taught me a very valuable lesson about if you don't have self-confidence, you can never make a relationship work. You have to be confident in your own source. And that's legit. It's true. Because you have to have yourself, you have to be comfortable within your own skin.
You can't love anyone until you love yourself even a little bit. And I think that's probably the hardest part of things is, listen, we all have fucking insecurities. Like, fuck me, like genuinely everyone does, and different things. But when you start taking your insecurities out on someone else, that's when you really need to address it properly. Do you know what I mean?
And I think there'll be nothing more sexy than you working on yourself, maybe even with a therapist.
But also, you know, if it hasn't worked at this point and you do have that kind of... The hardest thing is if you're with someone for a period of time, you get used to them being there and you're comfortable with them being there, and the thought of them not being there is actually really scary and really fucking like, oh shit, no, I want that back. But there was a reason why you weren't getting on and you've split up. There's a reason for that. And until you work out what that reason is and go back to working out where that started and where it all fucking snowballed into accumulating with you not being together, there's no point getting back together. You just want someone back because it's scary being on your own again. And actually being on your own is fucking scary, but loneliness isn't a reason to get back with someone. Loneliness isn't a reason to love someone. I
will maintain that one of the happiest I'd ever been was the 2 years between two different relationships, because I had been in a relationship for a very long time, and I came out and I had to learn what it was like to be alone and be happy to be alone. And then you're so much more appealing to everyone else because you have the self-confidence in yourself. Now, Matt, I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't probably what you wanted to hear.
But
to be honest with you, mate, and she's now heard this and probably agreed with us.
But that being said, you may have already done that. And you may have really worked out them situations, but you have to think about whether or not you really want to be with that person and whether or not you see yourself with that person for the rest of your life. Because actually, that's why I've stayed single for this amount of time, is because what is the point if you do not see a future with it?
You're just hurting each other.
Because actually all you're doing is biding time. And actually, biding time, no one should be a stepping stone to anything else. So really, you've got to think about whether or not you can live without someone. I always said I will only settle down when I find a woman who I feel like I cannot live without, regardless.
Mrs. Wicks.
And until that happens...
He's got me.
Until that happens, then I'd rather be on my own. So as much as we've made that quite serious, is it worth all the effort you're going to have to go to get someone back for the same thing to happen again? And if you do not think the same thing will happen again and you feel like you've adjusted, both of you as well, Squirtle included, if she's adjusted and you've adjusted to actually make it work, then so be it. If it's just a case of the shock of splitting up with someone and then feeling like you want them back, that's a really natural thing to do. But when you give that time, that wears off when you realise actually maybe I'm better off without them.
And you can find yourself Bulbasaur. You know? Level up. Because grass beats water.
Yeah. So listen, maybe it's not for you.
Or if you're in for the fire types, have a Charmander.
Listen, that's exactly it. Maybe it's not for you, Pikachu.
Yeah, maybe it's not for you, Pikachu. But you've hated that, Matt. So sorry, we probably lost a listener there because you wanted something different.
But
Squirtle,
what I will say before we move on, is Squirtle, I really respect the fact that he's wrote in.
Yeah, so do I.
And actually been quite open about that.
Thinking outside the box.
And if he's managed to find a little bit of peace with himself, as have you, and you feel like you should be back together, then I respect that, man. So you should go and do that.
Come on, Matt.
Be happy, live happy.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I give great advice for someone whose own life is a car crash.
Pete's in his advice here. He's actually dressed like a therapist today.
God, I am, actually.
Yeah, he's dressed like a therapist.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know your life's fucked if you're asking me for fucking advice.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've been good today, though.
They have been good.
Listen, you've stepped the shit up.
You have.
This one, I can already see, It's a listener story. The stories are the ones that worry me because when you tell a story, it's quite often shit. But this one worries me even more because they've used emojis.
But before you slag them off, they've booked the Apollo.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's going to be a great story.
Okay, here we go. Listener story. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, go on then. Hi, Sam and Pete. I just thought, because of the recent episode, that I would tell you this. Since my 18th birthday, which was last week, I have slept with a mini cardboard cutout of you both every night.
That's a menage a trois that no one wants.
Yeah, and you both haven't left the bed yet. My parents think I have a problem. I think you may do. Anyway, I had an 18th birthday.
18? Oh, God, no. We didn't.
No.
It was a cardboard cutout. It wasn't actually us. It was just a cardboard cutout.
Anyway.
It wasn't us.
I had an 18th birthday where it might have been
But it wasn't us.
I had an 18th birthday party on Saturday, and it was my first time trying alcohol. Fucking hell. I had an 18th birthday party on Saturday, and it was my first time trying alcohol. Pete, that's like when you say, I don't smoke the weed. So I decided to get wixed without Pete and ended up really drunk.
I just want to, just before we move on from this.
Fucking hell, this sounds like Pete's taking an 18-year-old stage.
Yeah, this doesn't sound great because I had an 18th birthday party.
I got
drunk
wixed.
and got wixed. It's not, You just got
wixed. Happy 18th.
No.
Shit.
No.
Well, then she
No!
goes, well, actually, no, she's about to help you out here in the court case. She goes, I did send you both an invite, but you didn't turn up, which is good. Anyway, I jumped in the stage, asked the DJ to play Everybody in Love, and had hundreds of people doing the dance in front of me, including my 4-year-old cousin. At the end of my amazing performance, I said I did this for Sam. I have this on video, but we'll send it to you if you respond to this message. I just want to say I absolutely love you both, and I'm coming to a show at the Apollo. Now, you haven't given us a name, but we will try and find you, because I think it's important we get you up on stage so you can actually get wixed in real life.
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, you haven't given a name. Firstly, all I want to say is, wow.
Oh, we look great. Oh, we've upgraded the cardboard cars. That's recent.
That's a great photo.
Yeah, that's
really
recent.
glad they left in my leopard print boots.
Yeah, that's Pride of Britain Awards we did then. That was last year.
So, listen, I'm not going to be mean because you've only just celebrated your 18th birthday, so happy birthday. And
she got wixed. Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically, you got wixed.
She basically took alcohol consumption.
I hope the world of alcohol is treating you well.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Thank you if you are coming to the Apollo. We cannot wait to see you. If you are coming to the Apollo, write in just before the Apollo and we will get you on stage.
Yeah.
And we will have a drink with you.
And for your 18th, Pete will do a striptease for you.
She's already been 18 and I will not do that. I will not be doing any stripping whatsoever. Unless you're really rich. She can pay me.
Basically, Pete's morals blow where the money blows.
Yes, they do. No, come to the Apollo and we'll get you on stage and have a drink with her.
Yeah, absolutely. I might even have a Guinness.
Yes. I mean, I really want to say what I think, but I'm not going to because it was your 18th birthday and I feel like we should leave it on a happy note. But I will say, just write to us before the Apollo and you can come on stage because hopefully you're a lot more interested in person. So, anyway, moving on.
Thank you for listening.
Moving on. Sam and I have asked for questions for the bonus episode because we quite enjoy the questions, and we've got some here, and we've had a lot that have kind of been coming in. When we asked for questions, and we didn't realise that we had to state this, but we want interesting questions, not just any old question about fuck all right? Because this is a podcast, people listening to this. This isn't a chat that we're having with you personally at the pub. So I don't care what Sam's favourite colour is. Neither does anyone listening to
Green,
this.
by the way,
So
just in
don't
case you wanted
ask
to know.
us those sort of questions.
But it is green.
But we are going to finish on one question, which I think is quite interesting, and I just want to hear Sam's answer to it.
I know what this is. The last question is.
So the last question, and one of the ones that we've had come in, if you both swapped bodies for the day, what's the first thing you would do? I mean, I imagine if Sam still had his personality and had my body for the day, the first thing he'd do is go to the doctor. Everything's wrong this time, and I mean it. Everything.
This is MRIs. I need the lot.
What would you do?
What would I do if I had Pete's body for a day? I'd probably embarrass the fuck out of him. I'd probably... What would I do if I were you? Oh, fuck, I don't know, Pete.
If I was Sam's, I'd go shopping.
Why? Oh, right, okay, yeah.
And to the barbers. And I would probably spend quite a long time looking for my penis.
I was going to say, I'd probably have a look downstairs if I was Pete.
You've seen my cock.
Yeah, but I'd have a look at the bollocks.
They are.
The mythical bollocks.
Honestly.
I would want to know just how low we're working with here.
There's like space operas.
Yeah. So probably look at the bollocks first. Then I would probably go out with all my mates and like pretend I found Jesus. That'd be quite fun. I'd literally go, all the people you go out with on these benders, I'd probably be like, sorry guys, but can I read to you verse 26 of the...
So Sam would go out and make me a nicer person.
Of St. Peter. I would go out and just make it known like you'd found Jesus.
I think, I'd be on this morning.
Oh God, you would.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Sam would never work again.
This is Pete. This is Pete in my body on After Sun. Well, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. I mean, she fucking doesn't like him. He doesn't like her. He doesn't like her. She doesn't like him. To be honest with you, I think we're done now. I need a beer, and off we go. Maya, do you want to go for a date? No? Okay, sweet. I'm out. That is literally what you do.
Pretty much.
Send me down the river.
Yeah, job done. Anyway, that's it for another bonus episode of Staying Relevant. It's been a fucking delight today. I've really enjoyed it.
I've really enjoyed it too.
Been a real good day.
Yeah.
Real good day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube. That's the other one.
That's Staying Relevant.
This is the bonus episode, which means you'll be able to watch this on YouTube on Sunday. Remember that Monday's main episode will be available on YouTube tomorrow, which is Friday. Rate, review, and do all that sort of crap because we love it. So when I say we, Sam loves it.
Hello.
That's Sam there in the dog blanket.
Talking about my top.
And if you do want to be part of this episode and you've got actual questions for us that aren't fucking boring, or a story for us that isn't fucking boring, or just anything, then make sure you write in, and it's stayingrelevant@insanityhq.com. I will see you next week. Bye.
And I really, really like you.
Staying Relevant was an Insanity Studios production.